Hi, everybody, and thank you for taking the time to come to the Xsynergy opportunity meeting. My name is Adam Russell, and I'll be your host for tonight. And I just want to let you know that we truly do appreciate your time. Not only do we appreciate your time, but your attention. Your time and your attention is the most valuable thing. And we know that you put a little bit of time aside. I think we blocked about 5 hours. No, I'm just kidding. No, we block about 20 minutes to go through this very simple presentation about Xsynergy. And I'm super passionate and excited and humbled to be able to share with you something that is truly revolutionary. The way that this model was built, it was completely decentralized. Now, what does decentralized actually mean? It means that there's no one in the middle, there's no one controlling it. You literally have a platform that works 24/7 globally, allows you to have everything automatic. That means that the system itself has no controls, no hidden admins, no one holding your money. It is a transparent, unstoppable code online. And regardless whether the system goes down or you don't see the website, the actual code itself will still remain. The beautiful part about integrity is doing the thing that you said you do long after the feeling of when you said it has already gone away. And because the platform was built with integrity, they also offered a high level of transparency and authenticity. Now, authenticity is the most powerful energy and emotion that there is. And you start from, where did they build a foundation from? What is this built on? It is built to have a long-term scalable model. Now, the tokenomics were engineered by engineers and advisors that were behind Hex, which was Richard Hart did Pulse Chain, and the Hex did over 25,000 X. Now, no guarantee of future results, but I just want to share with you that being in this industry since 2016, as a thought leader, advisor, an investor in multiple different projects, as well as somebody who's been in cybersecurity since the end of the 90s, early 2000s, in both the Web 2 and the Web 3 space. I was in the blockchain security as well as regular security. Puts us in a unique situation to kind of really take a good look from every perspective at this platform. And there was a platform back in the day called Wonderland Time. Wonderland Time was also around the same time as Olympus DAO. It did over 100,000 X. Now, you heard that right. It's 100,000 X. That's 1,000,000%. Now, platforms that were designed to be able to be long-term sustainable, number one, a lot of them were ICOs. That means that there was initial money that was raised. There was no money raised on this platform. There's 0 team tokens, no insider control. And what's really cool, how MicroStrategies has a Bitcoin reserve. The United States has a Bitcoin reserve and has a crypto reserve. Well, Xsynergy has a Solana reserve. Now, the beautiful part about that is that not only is there going to be liquidity on the back end of the system, but they also have a 5% traction burn and transaction burn. Now, what does that mean? That means when you buy a package, a portion of it buys at the current rate and it burns it. So it's no longer there. It creates what they call structural scarcity. Now, what gets me really excited is it's a very small amount of tokens, 88,888,888. I love the eights. If you follow numerology, it's a powerful thing. But it also is an extremely low circulating supply. That means the only tokens that are out there right now are the ones that are being bought and burned, and then people are buying them off the market. As you buy packages, more tokens get staked. The staking of the platform allows it to be able to have, again, the supply is reducing and there's less on the market and the demand will grow. There's no control, no team tokens, and realize there's 4 ways that you are able to plug in and take advantage of such an incredible system. Number one, there's a wallet that you plug in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can literally get paid from countries that you don't live in while you're sleeping. You have no KYC. You have no admin control. They've given up the control to the code. It's fully transparent. That means there's third-party audits, and we're going to show you that today. That means that third-party, they've confirmed that everything that they said they're going to do is auditable and confirmed. Every time that money goes into the system, it tells you exactly where that money goes. We're going to go over that in a second. And of course, when you do something, if you do X, you get Y. The code is law. What does that mean? That means that You don't have to worry about people in the middle to worry if you're going to get paid or not. And how are you going to get paid? You're going to get paid two ways: actively, active income, and passive income. What's considered active income? It's income from doing something. It's actually income from actually referring other people to the model. In USDT, USDT is a stable coin. Those of you that don't know what a stable coin is, know that it's a really big deal, that it's the digital dollar. It's basically a one-to-one equivalent. Anywhere in the world, USDT, even USDC, there's multiple models that allow you to be able to have money you can use right away and spend it from day one. The second way is passive. That means the longer you stake, or you're in the vault, they call it, the more that it earns. And of course, it allows you to be able to purchase Xsynergy off the market from when you get involved and buying the digital asset. And you don't have to mine. There's no mining rigs, no hardware, no complex setup. You just plug it in, you set it and forget it. Now, the great part about this is that a long time ago, somebody told me, a very successful person said, if you want to become wealthy, take really complex things and make them really simple so you can communicate them to the masses. And I'm here to tell you today that this is simple. It might seem complicated, but we're going to break it down and make it so simple for you to understand. 4 ways that you earn money. 1, we've talked about active income. Just referring others, sharing is caring. The more exposure and influence you get on any platform, the more money you make. Spillover. When you use matrices, the model is designed to have spillover and spill under. That means it's literally designed where money and the ability to be able to earn and actually have positions that are digital assets are able to re-put you into the system. We'll go over that in a second. The token appreciation, no guarantee of future results from previous past history. Understand that there's multiple safeguards in place and rails to try to do our best as the developers, as the people who put this together, to make sure that they have long-term sustainable growth and stability on the token. And of course, staking rewards. Now, what are the staking rewards? Well, Xsynergy provides a vault with an APY, an annual percentage yield. And really all it means is that it's just like a lot of companies out there, they allow you to take stable coins or coins and just using them for liquidity, meaning you stake them, take them off the market, they will give you some kind of a reward. In this case, they're providing a reward, and there's 12 different slots from slot 1 to slot 12. Slot 1, so say a $25 slot, 360 days is the APY, is 90% up to 2 times the amount. And that is able to basically create a savings account for you as the token increases in value, or it doesn't matter. Those tokens are accumulating in that vault. All the way up to the 12 slot, which is a shorter duration. So the higher up the slots that you go, the lower the duration, the lock period, and the higher the APY. So it's up to 370% or 4 times the value just for keeping it in the vault, which of course keeps it off the market. And also a lot of these tokens are not going to come to the market for a minimum of 125 days. So the key is you're allowed to start from where you're at. They wanted to make it so anyone, there's no barrier to entry. Anyone, anywhere in the world can get involved from day one. Starting at a $25 entry point all the way up to a $102,000 entry point and anywhere in between. Now, you don't go right in at any particular point. They're accumulative. So if you're going to go to, let's say, slot 4, you would do 25, then 50, then the 100, and then you would do the 200, etc. Now, realize that, again, you never want to invest or purchase more than you can afford to lose. Always do your due diligence on anything you get involved with, and realize that you can always upgrade at different times throughout the process. Now, I will tell you this. This is an incentive that was put in called a booster. So if you refer somebody, you get an additional 10% APY on whatever slot you're in, and that's good for an additional 30 days. So that way you can boost your rewards. But the tokenomics that were designed are world-class tokenomics. These tokenomics that were put in place are designed for, number one, so they can go on decentralized exchanges and centralized exchanges, so they have 20% liquidity. They put in an emergency reserve that if there's a black swan event or something happens, it's a buyback and burn, and an emergency reserve is there. The marketing, they have 7.5% of the tokens that are designed for marketing. And as you can see, From day one, we have world-class marketing. We absolutely are super excited about the videos, about the multiple languages, about the PDFs, about the quality of the matrix and the branding that was put out. Know that it's built on a Polygon blockchain, which is a proven blockchain. Polygon has been around for a long time, it's low gas fees, and it's supported by all the major wallets. Realize that everything that it talks about in regards to the token is already transparent, it's already on chain. All the money that were the multipliers for the vault, the staking rewards, everything we talk about is all right here. Even money put aside for third-party security audits. So on an ongoing basis, they can make sure that they do what they said they're going to do and maintain integrity. Now, this is what a lot of people get most excited about is the matrices. They're called Xsynergy 1 and Xsynergy 2. Let's take the third level slot, which is $100, and we're going to break it down if this was $100 that went into the system. So 30% or $30 goes to put you into the matrix, the personal matrix Xsynergy 1. $30 goes into Xsynergy 2, put you into the team matrix Xsynergy 2. 25% goes to the vault, which buys their Xsynergy and locks that for whatever period based on the slot you're in. Your Solana reserve, 10% goes to the Solana reserve to provide liquidity to the platform. And of course, the buyback and burn is instant and it's happening as we speak. So there is no middleman and there's no delays. And the platform is designed for you to be able to take advantage of both simultaneously. Number one, Xsynergy 1, you have your frontline, 3 personal packages. Package is nothing more than a digital asset that gives you access to really an NFT. That digital asset, you literally get paid from slots 1 and 2. So the first 2 people that come into your business, you get paid what's available, your commissionable wallet, it goes right in your wallet. That's a beautiful part about decentralization. It literally shows up right in your wallet. The system knows where to send the money. It knows to send it to staking. It knows to send it to buy the tokens. It knows it sends it to all the vaults that it talks about. Everything happens on chain. It's transparent. So slot 1, so position 1 and position 2, depending on what slot you're on, you're literally going to get money immediately. Slot 3 puts you back in what they call a recycler that allows you to be able to go back in and recycle. And in your back office, which is a world-class, incredible back office, super easy to understand, there's a recycle, kind of like the recycling with 2 arrows. And it'll show, as you fill it, it'll show 1 and then 2 and then 3. And it's an infinite circle. Then there's Xsynergy 2. Xsynergy 2 basically has 6 positions. The first 2 go right up to the person who brought you in. The next line, 3, 4, and 5 get paid directly to your wallet. Those commissionable amounts get paid immediately. And then the 6th spot goes up and it allows you to recycle back in just like Xsynergy 1. So you have 2 different matrices. Again, I want to make it very clear. One is more your personal one, and the second one is more of a team one. So let's break that down. The first one has 3 slots or 3 spots. The second one has 6 spots. One is designed for your personals. The other one is designed for more of a activity where you could potentially get upline spillover from those positions that need to be filled. Also, you have the ability to build a much larger ecosystem through mass duplication on Xsynergy 2, whereas an Xsynergy 1 is your personal. But you're building them simultaneously and you're getting paid from both of them at the same time. And getting started is so super simple. People make it complex, but we can show it at the easiest level. They took the best wallets that are available. MetaMask and Trust Wallet are some of the top wallets. And then, of course, you have any decentralized application wallet will be approved by the developers as they come online. All you need to do is have some USDT Polygon. So understand what USDT comes in different networks. You can have USDT Ethereum, Arbitrum, Polygon, etc., BSC. In this case, it's Polygon. You want to make sure you have some of that in your wallet. And then you just get a referral link and connect to xsynergy.io, and you're literally going to have everything authorized on the contract. So you're not only going to have just the connection, but you're going to connect, you're going to confirm the terms and conditions, you're going to authenticate your staking and purchasing of the token, your package purchase, everything happens. So the one-time onboarding process is all done on chain and is done super simple to make it as easy as possible. And there's going to be tutorial videos that are going to explain that. Now, it's very important that you know that like any program, there's a disclaimer. The nature of this purchase, understand that Xsynergy is basically a digital asset. It's a digital collectible for your position. What does that give you? That gives you access to future educational products. It's going to give you access to ecosystem development. It'd be more viewed like a crowdfunding style to support those purposes, but not an investment vehicle. Understand there's no investment, no expectation of profit. Utilities may change at any time. No price performance in regards to the platform. And understand that the risk disclosure, of course, be very careful. Make sure when you open a wallet that you keep your private keys, keep them safe. That's very important to do. And any platform that you get involved with in the cryptocurrency. Of course, everything's in plain English so you can understand it, or whatever language that it has done it has been converted from English. No warranties, no reservations. And of course, this is most important. Disclaimer drafted in conservative cross-border style intended for common international approach. Make sure you check for local regulatory protections in regards to whether you can or cannot participate in a platform like this. I know that when you have a global platform code and you can connect your wallet, but understand that locally, wherever you're located, you want to check to make sure whether you're in a sanctioned country or a country that does not support those type of platforms. And with that, I just wanted to let you know that this concludes this part of the presentation. Now let's talk a little bit about how I believe that documentation beats conversation any day of the week. And we're going to go really quick. We're going to stop the share and we're going to reshare the screen. I just want to make sure I have it up and ready to go. And I want to share with you that there's been some incredible success in a very short period of time on the platform. And I'm super stoked to show this to you. And again, this is a private demo that we're sharing with you right now in regards to what Xsynergy does and how powerful it is. So if you can go to xsynergy.io on your own, right? And then in xsynergy.io, you can click claim your slot. When you click it, it brings you to this screen. This is where you would connect your wallet. You'd have your referral link. You'd get registered, get started. But what I wanted to show you is, look at this. We're only a couple days into this. You have over almost $250,000 in earned rewards. Almost 750 people are already in the system. They already have been active and rocking and rolling, earning money on a regular basis, over 70 people in just the last 24 hours. But what gets me really excited, and again, this is not future results of the token, it's just to show you that the only tokens that are on the market right now, which is stabilizing the price, are tokens that were bought and burned. So it's a $90 million market cap. We have over 2,000 and growing, over almost 2,100 active people that are holders of the token that are obviously staking. And of course, even the 24-hour volume is starting to go up. And what I've noticed is that in any platform, you want to use third party to do validation, especially when it comes to security. So they did third party audits. Those third party audits were done not by them, by third party. GoPlus is a major third party smart contract audit company. And here's what gets most people really turned on, and it's the fact that the actual ownership of this platform has been to a burn address. That means literally they've given up ownership. Do you see this? It says contract ownership, 0. Notice this. The code has been verified. There's no proxy, meaning that there's no layers. They're not trying to hide anything. There's no minting function, meaning that it cannot inflate. They can't add more tokens later. It can only, what they call deflationary, can only go down in scarcity. Know that there's no hidden ownership because the ownership has been given up. The token itself cannot self-destruct. There's no way that anybody can really rug pull because there's no way to get access to it. And of course, it's very important that you go to our official channels and their official channels in regards to finding out when the next webinars are going to be, when and how you can access the information I just showed you, which is on if you go to x.com, you can actually go to the Twitter and you can see what is happening, what the latest, greatest is. Make sure you have all the proper information from approved channels. That is super important. Also know that multiple different YouTube videos, multiple different languages, all can be found if you just go in here and you can find all that information. So with that, I just wanted to let you all know that we truly appreciate your time and attention. I know that when you look at a program like this, some of you, this might not be for you. And there's 3 types of people. And if you're the first type of person, We truly appreciate your time. Thank you so much for coming. Have an absolute wonderful day. Check back with the person that shared this with you over time, because they're going to share with you what the success is of this platform over the next coming weeks and months. Second type of person says, I really love what I saw, but I have some questions. I'm not 100% sure I fully understand it. And that's okay. It isn't for everybody immediately until they fully understand it. And once you understand it, get involved, get started, and welcome to the team. And then there's the third type of person. And the third type of person is the type of person that says, I don't know why, Adam, you're still talking, because you should have sent me a link a long time ago. I'm ready to rock and roll and get this thing done and build an organization that can literally proliferate around the world. So truly unprecedented time to absolutely be involved in something that I believe is a hybrid. Now, I'll end on this. They took platforms that had done billions of dollars in sales previously, onboarded millions of people, multiple hybrids of different areas of different types of networks and crypto and blockchain, and put it together into the hybrid that you see today. That put the safeguards in place to be able to have long-term scalability. They haven't even rolled out the full marketing program. There's only just webinars. There hasn't been any live events around the world, whether it be in Asia and Philippines and Thailand and all the other places. And know that when the marketing comes out, you won't be able to go to a corner of this earth without hearing about Xsynergy, because it'll be the biggest story that you had ever not heard of, and you're about to. So with that, everyone, I hope you have an absolutely incredible day wherever you're from in the world. I know that I want you to take care.